See about my hair, it's been very, very windy. Biggest city in Morocco, Casablanca. One of, if not the nicest mosque I've ever seen. Yeah, that is a stormy sea out there. My Morocco journey has taken me to the biggest city in the country. The busy, modern, economic capital of Morocco, Casablanca. Good morning from the biggest city in Morocco, Casablanca. Now it's a slightly chilly start to the day. I did come out with just the shirt on, but yeah, I was starting to feel the cold a little bit. So I got a hoodie on for now. But this is the biggest city in Morocco, like I said. It's the economic capital of the country, which isn't the most usual thing. Normally the capital city has that sort of honour, but no, Casablanca is the biggest. But I'm here just to explore this city. It's meant to be a lot more modern than some of the other places I've been to so far. So I'm looking forward to getting around, seeing what it's like. I was heading towards a massive garden to start this trip, so let's have a little look. The park I'm heading to is called the Arab League Park, and it looks to be a big place. Now my knowledge of Casablanca is very, very limited. I mainly know the name because of the film, the legendary film Casablanca. So I'm excited to be here. I knew more about places like Fez, Marrakesh, where I'll be soon, than I do about Casablanca, even though it's the biggest city in this country. All I know is it's a lot more modern because it's the economic capital, so there's a bit more money here. But obviously, like other places in Morocco, it's got that old town with the Medina. I've already noticed a lot of differences city to city in Morocco. There's a lot of culture clashes in a good way, sort of melting pot of different countries, different cultures, like I said. And I think this could be another big difference. So it's all very exciting. I'm looking forward to getting around the city and also get some food later on, of course. Already being in this park, it's very clean. There's lots of people tending to the grounds, whether it's cutting the bushes, you know, cutting the grass, or just cleaning in general. So there's a lot of people working here, but it's nice to see because the area is pristine. And that is in keeping with a lot of places I've been to in Morocco. It's not obviously one of the richest countries in the world, but that hasn't stopped them keeping their country nice and clean, which is great. That's what you want. After leaving the park, I headed out onto the busy streets. Casablanca is home to close to 4 million people, and immediately I felt a difference to the rest of the country I had visited so far. This was a lot busier and more modern. It is known to be less of a tourist destination, but more of a place for locals to find work. Definitely the busiest city in terms of traffic and cars. Wasn't so much in the other places I've been to so far, which is a little bit surprising. There's a lot more people just on foot because of the location of the cities, whereas here it's a big open city, especially in this area I'm in now. It's very built up, lots of huge buildings, and you can probably hear in the background there's a lot of building work going on. It's obviously a lot of regeneration going on, and yeah, it's difficult to cross roads. There's so many cars and the traffic lights are very different here, so it's difficult to try and make your way around. So I'm heading to the Habous Quarter, which is one of the sections to go to here in Casablanca. But as well as that, the Royal Palace is also very nearby here. When I was in Rabat, I was not allowed to get close to the Royal Palace because I wasn't a local. I was told I needed a Moroccan passport to be in that area. So I'm curious if that's going to be the case again. Because it'd be nice to see, but again, I've seen so many palaces and temples over the years that it's like the end of the world, but if I'm here, I want to see everything I possibly can. Again, this area is very clean, very modern as well now. Trees lining the streets with the Moroccan flags. So very patriotic. Maybe that's because I'm getting near the palace, but it's a beautiful area. Slightly more upmarket, I would say, than a bit earlier on. As I made my way to the Quartier Habous, this new Medina still had the rustic Moroccan feel, but was also a lot more modern compared to the other cities I had visited. This open-air market, like other Moroccan Medinas, has everything you need, from clothes to spices. Within these areas are key parts of Casablanca, like the Marché Central, a huge food market and place to find restaurants, but I was on my way to an even more iconic part of the city. So I'm back walking along another very busy road. Lots of these here in Casablanca. It's a very busy city. Again, by far the busiest I've been to so far. And I'm on my way to the Hassan II Mosque. It's something you can see from lots of different parts of Casablanca. It's a very tall building, and even right now I can see the very top of it, so I'm not too far away. And then I want to walk along the Corniche, which is something I did in Tangier, which is the very edge of the sea. It sort of curves around the land, and hopefully I can find a nice beach as well. Because again, walking along these very busy roads, busy streets, sometimes it's a bit like, oh. So behind me, you can just about start to see the Hassan II Mosque. And it's a huge building. Also, you may be able to notice it's got a lot windier. So I'm getting blown from side to side now. The hair's going everywhere. But it's a nice sunny day and it's a lot warmer than it was earlier on. So I'm not cold or anything anymore. This feels a lot more like a classic capital city. Even obviously it's not the capital city, but it just feels a lot more like that. When I compare it to Rabat now, Rabat is a lot smaller, a lot calmer. Yeah, this is a busy city. So this mosque, it's right on the edge of the water. That's why the wind's kicked up so much. It's a proper sea breeze, so I can smell the ocean. Can't see it yet because I'm a bit too low down, but it's yeah, it's nice though. Want to get off this big road, it'll be better. distracted. I can see the waves. Jeez. Yeah, that is a stormy sea out there. The grounds of this mosque are very big. I mean, like a huge sort of courtyard area. Lots of people around, but because it's so big, it sort of still feels quite intimate in a way. You can see behind me, you have the big mosque. The wind is so strong as well. I mean, you can see by the waves. I think it's just that sort of day. I'm not sure if it's always like this down here, but it's very, very windy. But again, like I said before, very clean, very tidy, very well taken care of. But yeah, just windy. I'll end up with a windburn after this. But it's got to be up there with one of, if not the nicest mosque I've ever seen. You know, I think back to India and Oman, some beautiful mosques there, but this one is stunning and it's massive. Again, like I said before, you can see it from so many different parts of Casablanca because it's so high in the air. To be honest, I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to be able to be allowed in because I'm wearing shorts and t-shirt. So I sort of just hung around the entrance a bit further away, and then one of the guards told me to go in. Basically, it was okay to go in. I think as long as you don't go inside the mosque, you're probably okay. There's lots of whistling going on and the people are like waving everyone away. I'm not sure if it's shutting for the day or I'm not quite sure, but I'll just follow the crowd. So I was going to walk to the beach, which is quite a bit further along, but I'm not trusting the weather. I mean, you see by my hair, it's been very, very windy. But it's also potentially going to rain. I'm not sure, but it's looking a little bit iffy. So I'm going to head back into the centre, Casablanca, and then I'll head to some food fairly soon because I'm pretty hungry now. Here again, Ashraf Hakimi, and there he is on the side of a building. So I'm guessing that's from when they had their pretty successful World Cup campaign a few years ago. And football is a massive thing here in Morocco. Everywhere I go, I keep seeing kids and families playing football. But yeah, the storm could come in, it might not, it might avoid it, it might wait till night time, but it's very windy. So yeah, but again, like I said before, it's a huge place, Casablanca. I'm looking forward now to settling down with some food, a little drink and relax.
On my way back through to the centre of Casablanca, I stumbled across this little neighbourhood, which was a lot different to the other parts I had visited throughout the day. This was a bit more of a rustic area. Again though, there was food being cooked everywhere, and markets for locals to buy fruits and vegetables. After arriving back in the modern centre of the city, I settled down for some food. This time I got myself a beef and prune tagine, which of course came with this classic Moroccan bread. As I've come to the end of my time in Casablanca, I can't help but think how different this city is to the others I've been to so far. It's a lot busier, and it feels more like a capital city than the actual capital of Rabat. But like the other cities, Casablanca had the classic Moroccan feeling with a modern twist, and some of the best architecture I've seen so far on the trip. It's not always known to be a tourist destination, but it should be. Check out some more of my videos and subscribe to the channel.